For years, Emily lived her life trying to please everyone around her. Her parents, her friends, her boss, even people who barely knew her, seemed to have a say in what she should do. She was always that kind of person who said yes, even when every part of her wanted to say no. She thought that being kind meant being available, that love meant sacrifice, and that peace meant keeping quiet. But inside, she was tired, emotionally drained, silently fading behind a smile that didn't always feel real. Every morning, she woke up already exhausted. She'd scroll through her phone, seeing others living their best lives, while she kept repeating the same cycle: work, stress, worry, sleep, and do it all again. She wasn't living, she was just existing. And deep down, she knew it. One day, while waiting for the bus, Emily overheard two women talking. One of them said something that would stay with her forever. She said, "Sometimes you have to stop waiting for someone to choose you and start choosing yourself." That simple phrase hit Emily like a wave. She didn't know why, but it felt like the universe had whispered it directly to her. That night, she sat on her bed and looked around her small apartment, the walls covered with quotes she once believed in but no longer felt. She looked at her reflection in the mirror and barely recognized the woman staring back. That moment changed everything. She asked herself one question: when was the last time I did something just for me? She couldn't remember. The next morning, she did something different. She turned off her phone. No messages, no notifications, no noise. She made coffee and sat by the window watching the sunrise. It had been years since she'd allowed herself a quiet morning. For the first time, she didn't rush. She didn't apologize for existing. That was the start of something new. Something called peace. Emily began saying no. It wasn't easy at first. People got upset. Some called her selfish, others distant. But slowly, she realized that saying no to others meant saying yes to herself. She stopped going to places that drained her energy, stopped pretending to be okay when she wasn't, and stopped chasing validation from people who never saw her worth. Her life didn't suddenly become perfect, but it became real. She found joy in simple things again: walking in the park, reading books, laughing without guilt. She started journaling her thoughts, writing down things she was grateful for every day. And something magical happened. She began to heal. One afternoon, her best friend asked, "You've changed. What happened?" Emily smiled and said, "I just got tired of abandoning myself." That line, "I got tired of abandoning myself," became her truth. This story isn't about running away. It's about returning home to yourself. It's about realizing that you can pour love into others when your own cup is empty. It's about choosing peace over pressure, growth over guilt, and truth over approval. Emily started dreaming again. She took a weekend trip alone to the beach, something she'd always wanted but never dared to do. She watched the sunset and realized that solitude wasn't loneliness, it was freedom. In that silence, she made a promise: "I'll never make myself small to make others comfortable again." That was the day she finally chose herself, not out of pride, but out of love. And the moment she did, everything began to align. She found opportunities she never expected, met people who respected her boundaries, and finally felt what happiness was supposed to feel like: soft, calm, and real. Her story is a reminder that choosing yourself isn't selfish. It's sacred. It's the foundation of every healthy relationship, every goal, every dream. Because when you start honoring your own worth, life begins to reflect it back to you. If you're listening to this right now, maybe this is your sign. To stop waiting for someone to validate your choices, to stop apologizing for growing, to stop dimming your light so others can shine. You deserve peace, you deserve rest, you deserve to feel alive again. Maybe today can be your day, the day you finally choose yourself. Because sometimes the most powerful act of love is simply choosing you. If this story touched your heart, don't forget to subscribe and leave a like. It helps this message reach more people who might need it right now. And remember, you're not behind in life. You are just starting to live it for real.